We are at the start of another trip. We're on the eastern side of the Canadian Rockies. It's early spring. I'm with Justin again. Spring conditions, we really don't know what to expect. We brought snowshoes, we brought skis. We decided to bring the snowshoes and left the skis in the car because there is no snow where we are right now. But where we're heading is definitely still winter. Trying to get about 25 kilometers in from where I parked. Right here, it's kind of open prairie, but where we're going is mountains. It looks like we might be hitting some weather here. We'll see how much snow there is. If it's still winter there. Here so far traveling's been pretty quick. We've been doing about 4 kilometers an hour on basically a dirt road. Officially in Banff National Park right now, and we're on the lookout for potential grizzly and potentially buffalo, or no, bison. Slang term for a bison. But I kind of would rather not see either. But if it's off in the distance, I don't mind too much. Yeah. But I feel like there's a chance to see bison here.
Yeah. Like there's this is fresh-ish. Like within a couple days.
Oh, there's bison here. We know that. Don't know where they are. They're here, and there was a grizzly here for sure. I don't know how many days, if that was days or maybe days ago. So we're on the lookout. I think that's Mount White right there, and we're looking for a spot at the base of it, kind of past that ridge, kind of on the other side of that ridge, or at the base of that ridge. So walking is still pretty good. It's a little deeper snow, kind of post-holing. I don't know if I'd call it post-holing, but punching in a little bit. So still making pretty good time. I'm pretty confident we'll make it to 23, 24K where there's a bridge, and then camp probably right on the other side of that bridge. Got some bison.
Coming up here. That is cool.
Yeah. That definitely gave me kind of an energy boost seeing those bison, but it was short-lived. We have slowed down to a crawl, and I think that's how we're gonna finish the day, crawling.
You might have to roll me.
We've been walking for coming up on 7 hours. We're about 20K in, moving west, and we're following the Red Deer River. We're gonna cross the river looking for a spot to camp. Basically, this is kind of a reconnaissance trip, looking for other adventures early season in the spring. So far covering good ground, and hopefully we can find a good spot to camp soon. So this was kind of my destination for this trip, was to get to at least this bridge. So we made it. It's up in a pretty cool canyon. That's the Red Deer River. It flows out of Banff National Park all the way east into the prairies. And this is pretty cool. Definitely, yeah, no easy way to get water. Unless you'd have to go down further over there, then I think it slopes down. I don't know what it's like on the other side of this, but for the effort, it might just be easier to help self.
A bit of shelter from the wind. But...
yeah, well, we could maybe poke up in there somewhere, but this is pretty cool. So we are looking for a spot to camp.
It's probably like right there and right here, maybe?
Yeah.
What would our other options be? Something closer to the bridge. There was kind of like a flat down there, but if that wind wasn't a factor, you could just go right in the middle of it there.
I think it'll be whipping tonight.
Yeah.
But like here, we've kind of gone up high, so like the wind's whipping onto us.
Yeah.
But like when we came around that corner and went down a little bit, we didn't feel it as much. I mean, another option would be like on the other side of the clearing.
Yeah.
Like there's that
Nooked in there maybe, or somewhere in there. Yeah.
Because the wind's definitely coming this way. If we get in over there, it might be better. I think I might set myself up here.
Not a bad spot.
We found a good spot.
Yeah.
So good thing you have it in your gut instinct, right?
Steph always makes fun of me because I'm notorious for changing spots.
Like, no.
And being like, oh, we gotta check out the next one, but it almost always works out.
Yeah, I find the same thing. Like if I'm somewhere and I'm like, nah, I'm not quite feeling it. Often, and if I do camp somewhere and I'm not feeling it, like if tomorrow we came through here and we camped over there, we would have been like,
so much FOMO.
yeah. This is pretty cool. Set up in camp, time to make some dinner. This site is, I think, gonna go off as a pretty good one. So excited for the night. Hopefully we don't get too much wind or anything crazy like that, but pretty much a perfect place to be. So I am gonna get cooking. With the world's biggest down jacket. Like you're gonna be too hot in that.
I'm feeling good right now.
You're feeling good? I'm warm how I am. And
I had this at -20 with a couple layers underneath it. Like one more layer than I have right now, and I was warm. So I think it's probably like -4 degrees Celsius right now.
I don't even know if it's below freezing.
Yeah, might not be.
I don't think it is, but
yeah, I might be too warm.
I'm comfortable, and I have the junior version of that jacket. This is officially the good life.
Yeah.
You got your meal getting ready. I am officially a mess. This is how I roll. I just spread out, and then I'll clean up later. But
How do you feel about chairs?
How do I feel? Shut up. I've got perfectly acceptable log and a foamy, a 1 ounce foamy, kind of digs into my back a bit, and Justin's sitting on a chair. He can go to hell. A nice person would have left the chair in the car because I don't have one, but you know, it's okay. Whatever. But yeah, so on the menu tonight is my official sponsor, Compliments Cheap Potato Chips. Trying a new meal for the first time, Flat Out Feasts. This is a local company, someone from Edmonton, so trying that out. It's supposed to be low carb, 16 grams of carbs and 59 grams of protein. Yeah, it's beef.
It's a protein bomb.
It's a protein bomb, which I actually kind of like the idea of that because I eat a little bit of carbs in the day. I brought 1.6 kilograms of my bars. I made a 1.5 recipe and I brought it all. I just went simple. And I also have about 200 grams of maltodextrin a day. So I'm offsetting that with a protein bomb and more carbs and fat. That's my life. And it's time to call it a night. Tomorrow the plan is to go exploring just on the other side of that mountain. There's an old fire road there, so I'd like to go see what it's like. This whole area has quite a few peaks that are worth climbing and hiking up, so you know, this is really just a trip to explore this little valley here and get a feel for it. So far it's pretty cool. Definitely has kind of a wild feel to it. I like it. So yeah, the idea would be to go over that tomorrow, over that little ridge, and then cut around the back, see what's going on there, and then come back here and then start heading out, and then camp partway back, and then head out in quick day on Sunday. All right guys, so it's about 7:30 in the morning. I just got up, getting my coffee ready, getting my food ready for the day. Looks like another great day. It'll be better once I have some coffee in me, so then we'll pack up, get going. Just started the day. We're looking for an old fire road that gives you access to the whole valley behind us. This is where I brought snowshoes just in case, so I picked my smallest ones, but they're the wrong ones for right here. So I'm punching through some places, so it's just a question of where does that bother me enough, and for how long does it bother me? Because when I punch through, it's pretty annoying. And it's not just sort of like soft going through. You go through a hard layer and you're like, I'm gonna stay, it's gonna hold me, and then it goes boom, and you punch through. That's pretty annoying.
Gets your hopes up and then just
gets your hopes up.
On every step.
Yeah. And then Justin has snowshoes with more flotation and a couple of pounds less than me, so those two together I think add up. But the snow's popping through here too.
Yeah.
For you, it's going through also. That's why I love snowshoeing so much. If I was on skis, I bet we'd be floating on top of this. Maybe. So we made it to our far point up I think it's the Snow Creek drainage, and there really wasn't much point going further beyond that. Got an idea of what it's like up there, and now we're heading back down. Hopefully it's a little bit easier going than on the way up because of all of the trail breaking we did. And now we're doubling back the route that we came in yesterday and looking for a spot to camp, hopefully knock off a few more kilometers. So we just had another encounter with the bison. Just ran up this hill. There's one up there still kind of staring at us. A couple went over there, but this was pretty cool. Something just really, really wild about them. How they just kind of left. They just kind of left slowly. No real panic in the air, eh?
Yeah.
Just, let's get out of here. That was wild.
There's nothing like it. You don't get animals.
No, that was cool. That was cool. And like big dudes. They're just watching us. So yeah, up on this hill, things are good. Hey, what do we know about bison? Clearly, nothing. But they sure go up this hill a lot. Look at this.
Yeah.
I mean, there must be something up there that they like to hang out. Another clearing or something that gets them out of the way. Because this is pretty exposed here.
There's not much that would get them here.
So it's just after 5 and we're looking for a spot to camp. Been on the move for 7 hours now, and thought we'd find a spot down near the river, but that didn't go super well. So now we're jumping through a burn. It's a mess. So we'll go a little bit down the trail and try and find something else. Hopefully I don't find a big grizzly bear. Forecast was calling for some pretty good wind tonight, so definitely looking for somewhere that is a little bit sheltered. There was a kind of a good spot overlooking the river, but Justin said, if I want something more sheltered, it makes sense actually, because I've completely forgotten that the wind that's picking up now is probably going to get worse all night. I'm gonna set up right around here somewhere. Cajun jicama and pork skillet with okra and cheddar. That's a weird mix. Why is there cheddar?
Sounds delicious.
You know
How much protein in that?
how much protein?
Yeah. 45.
45 is quite a lot.
So much protein.
So we're just wrapping up day 2. Finished eating, and now just gonna get ready for bed. Pretty long day again. I think we did 20K. I think tomorrow I'm gonna feel it even more. So I'm looking forward to get into my tent, get a good night's sleep. I passed out last night. Hard.
That's awesome.
I don't know what time exactly, but it didn't take long. And I'm sure I woke up in the night once, but next thing I knew, it was 6 in the morning. 6 or 6:30.
That's the dream. If you had told me 15 years ago, 20 years ago, that we'd be sleeping through the night on a backpacking trip, I wouldn't have believed you.
We've got about 15K to go back to the car, and should be pretty much a cruise. Not expecting any bison today.
We have been following a bear.
We have been following a bear, so there's always chance for a spring mama out there.
There it is right there.
I know. Speak of the devil.
That's a good footprint.
Yep. When you even get the claws in there,
Yeah.
that was yesterday.
Yeah.
So we are wrapping up the trip. Just back at the car, coming across the last bridge, That looks like we probably did something like 60
plus, yeah.
60 plus K in just over 48 hours, I think.
Yep.
If you think about it that way, it's 11, just past 11:30.
Yeah, like 49 hours.
Yeah, 49 hours, 60 plus K.